Good morning. Are you ready? We're going to give you Manifestation 101 in a way that you have never received it before. Robin is excited to give this transmission today because she knows it's going to make you open up or realize how you create in a whole new way, you see. We want to talk to you a little bit about your life experiences as you are going through periods of time where you will experience negativity. Of course, there are going to be ones that you lose. There are going to be investments that don't work out for you. There's going to be things that happen in your life experience that are not to your liking and cause you to move into this negativity, or what you would deem it as negativity, and release a charge of energy to all that is. And we have told you in prior recordings that that charge of energy is automatically lifted to the level of vibration that all that is. And so when you send out a charge of negativity, we know what you really want. We've received that piece of mail that you have sent, you see. But the problem with you is when you feel this negativity, when you're stuck in the body of the negative experiences that you are in, you're actually holding that thought form in your energy center or your chakra. It's stuck in there. And although you have sent it out to all that is, and it has received it and lifted it, it's gotten that piece of mail from you, now it has to compile or put together what would be the perfect thing to send to that order of emotion that we just received. And how is the universe going to determine that? Well, it's going to determine it in the life you're living. It has all of the data and all of the emotion from all the lives you have ever lived. And it has your lineage. So it is taking all of that into account as it formulates this wonderful, beautiful package that it will mail back to you. And then it gets it all ready. It's all ready to go. And it tries to send it back right through the energy center that it came from. But it reaches a block. It gets blocked on its way in because you're still sending. You're still got that key pressed down, send, 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 send. The same emotion over and over and over again. And all that is cannot get through or send through that manifestation that would satisfy you. We want you to really get an understanding of how your body works, because there's more to manifestation than just standing in a corner humming and saying, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. You have to become this master that we're talking about. And we have told you that a master still feels, a master still has experiences that are upsetting, that are hurtful, that are what you would deem as negative because there is quite a spark to them. But as you get this understanding that you are a sending, receiving device with all that is, you'll send out that spark and you'll let it go. And then that route or path will be open, and the universe will simply respond to it through the energy center that you sent it out of and give you exactly the most satisfying thing that you could ever dream of having. You see. This would explain why some humans are doing really well relationshiply, because the heart is open. That center is open for receiving. They're sending out love. They're open to receive love. The universe is returning, and things are going pretty good in this center. But then maybe we move into the belly, the power center. And maybe things in work aren't going very well. Maybe you're not as profitable as you hope to be. Maybe some of the investments you've made are failing. And so you send a large charge of negativity. And why is it so negative? Well, once again, the universe is holding this package of you from your lineage, from the past lives and the life you're in, of what you really want. It has become that by everything it has received from you. All of it. It has all of it. But yet here you are in that low vibratory tone of dislike. And what is that low vibratory tone? It's in reaction between the difference between what you're holding and what you actually are in all that is. What does a master do? A master knows this. It knows that if it holds on to thought forms, they will be stored in the energy centers that they are released from, and they will block anything coming back to you that would flow through those centers and supply you with exactly what you're wanting. So as a human, you can very easily take a look around in yourself and be able to perceive where your blocks are. How is your financial life? How is your love life? How is your home life? How is your creativity? all of the centers are related to each one of these things. So if you are lodged in a perception or a belief that you cannot let go of, that you believe it so much, that you feel it so much, that you feel so justified in feeling that you hang on to it, you're in sending mode. And when you're in sending mode, there's no receiving mode to be had, you see. You have to understand this flow of energy, this stream of energy that is being transferred back and forth between you and all that is and you in your form. Every one of those centers is connected. Every one of those are responded to. So let's say you had a bad investment day, you lost some money, and you feel worse than you have ever felt in your life. Why is that? Because the perception that you're holding, that I'm not what I am, is so great, because in all that is, you have become that. The desires you have been lifted. And so the negative emotion you feel, the strength of it, is the difference between where you are holding yourself and where you really are. So what do you do? That's the next question. What do I do about this problem that I have? This is a gradual process. This mastery doesn't happen overnight. You have to love your human. You have to soothe it in times when it is experiencing negative emotion so that it can love itself. And in that self-love, rise a little bit in its vibration. And as it rises in its vibration, it starts to expel or let go of things that are held, that are not in alignment with that level of love or that vibration of love that you hold for it. If you can understand what we're saying here today, this can be a major change in your life. You don't have to like something you don't like. You just have to start to get this observation going where you know that I'm observing how terrible I feel. Therefore, I know how big I have become by the emotion I'm feeling. I've sent the letter. Now I have to let it go. I have to somehow get myself to a place or point where I can release the thought form. And as you release it, as you let go, you open up the channel. And it's actually a stream of energy. It's actually a conduit coming into you, into each one of the centers that you create from. And when you let go of a thought form that's been stored in that center, it's open to receive. And all that is, this natural connection that you have, will flow experiences, circumstances, and situations to you, through you, that'll blow your mind. They're already here. It's already been done. It's why you feel as you do, because you are separating yourself as you hold the thought form, thinking that I can't let go of it. I'm justified in it. It's true. It's a reality for me. And all the while you are building more energy. And we tell you, it's okay. Every bit of suffering you're doing is being received in all that is and being lifted to the high vibratory level of all that is. So we got that piece of mail. We've expanded you to it. Now, we would like you to get it in form. We would love for you as a human to experience yourself as the gods that you are, that you would get the life that you meant to get when you came here. But hanging on to it is not the way you're going to get it. What you're going to get in this practice that you have adopted is this whippiness, this up and down, this free fall of a landfall of money or love or whatever it is will come in, and then it will quickly turn the other direction on you. It'll be up and down, up and down, up and down. We have told you there are two ways to create. You can create from misery and strife, or you can create from love, from happiness and joy. You can make a decision. I know I have a thought form in me, in my centers. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to release that. I'm not going to hold on it in justification that I'm suffering more than somebody else, that something bad has happened to me that should not happen. It's not worth it. You're plugging up your system. You're denying your flow. You're denying the very energy that will bring to you exactly what it is that you have wanted by the experience you've had. Why would you hang on to it? Why would you justify that? Tell us. Why? Because a human has to be right. Or would you prefer to be fulfilled in the life that you meant to have? You are to experience and release. Experience and release. Observe your human and love it when it is suffering. Tell it you understand by its lineage, by its past lives, and by what it is just experiencing now, that it feels negative, and it is okay to feel negative. You are not going to condemn. You're not going to justify. You're not going to make all the reasons why you feel the way that you do be more important than getting the real you that you have become. We have made this statement to Robin over and over again, and we make it to you all here today. You have to stop thinking about so much who you think you are as a human and start opening up to who you really are. And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to send and release. Open up the center. Consciously think about it. If it is money, it's in your belly or in your groin. If it's in your heart, if it's a personal betrayal or a loss of a loved one, you know where it is stored. Make a conscious effort to open and release. And let all that is flow into you, into those energy centers that are attached to it, through you. This is how it's communicating to you. It's through these energy centers that you have in your body. This is what connects you to it. If you hang on, you're going to clog up that system, and you're not going to be able to get what you've really become. Now, we know we are repeating it over and over again, but we wanted to give you this clear depiction and understanding of what's actually happening, of why some parts of your life can be great and others can be not so great. It's where you're justifying what you're holding. And that's closing off the centers. And you cannot receive that piece of mail that's trying to get to that mailbox. We don't think we can be any clearer than this. We don't think we could make you understand this any better. That there is this flow of energy coming back and forth from you to all that is, and that you are either allowing it or disallowing it in your justification of closing and holding thought forms instead of feeling and releasing. The master feels. He observes. He loves the human for the experience. And he knows that that has been received, and all he must do is release the experience now. He lets it go. He becomes the complete and 100% creator, the one that is responsible for the energy. He doesn't blame it on anyone. He takes everyone out of the picture when an experience occurs, and he simply sits with the emotion within him. Because he knows what is within him, what is stored within him, what he holds in him is what will prevent him from receiving himself. Good day.